What is happening, guys? Mike here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking all about First Hand Supply. This brand, I'm sure everybody knows this by now, but this brand recently went through a total rebrand. Everything we know about this awesome brand was recently shaken up, and that includes their lineup, which actually got a new addition. And so today we are going to go over all the products, all the details, all the information, everything surrounding First Hand Supply in this brand new episode of Brand Showcase. And let me tell you real quick, if your attention span is that of a wet paper bag, well, this might not be the video for you. Alright, so First Hand Supply. I am super excited for this video today. I really enjoy what they've done with this line, and actually when it comes to this rebrand and redesign of their jars and everything, I was shown this months before they released it to the public. I'm friends on Facebook with the brewer, and he sent me over a little sneak peek of the new design. I was totally stoked. I thought they did a great job. I was pretty mind blown, actually. It was like, I'd never seen anything like that before. I was seriously just as excited then as I am now to finally talk about it. I had to keep it a secret for months. And actually, if you want to go all the way back and think about it, I've had a long history with this brand. I was one of the first to get a hold of this brand way back when all they had was that pomade, you know, the one that came out and totally shook the pomade community. I was the first, I believe one of the first, to review it. And then a while later, other channels featured it, and people were coming back to me going, hey, have you heard of this brand, First Hand Supply? Have you heard of this awesome pomade that I just saw a review on? And I'm sitting here going, you serious? For those that don't know though, First Hand Supply is a brand out of Massachusetts here in the United States, and it's owned by two awesome guys named Josh and Felipe, and to this day, everything is done by their hands and the hands of their two employees. So the products are designed, made, packaged, and shipped from their hands to yours. So by now, I think it's pretty much common knowledge that this brand offers 3 products total in their lineup, 2 of which were from the previous lineup before the rebranding, and I have reviewed those 2. And for those that are curious, I've actually reviewed the 3rd product already in a past video as well, and that leads me to the first question, or at least my first question to Felipe. When things finally launched and the rebrand was here, was there any differences in the formula, and you know, which one was which? You know, I pretty much knew what the pomade was, but I wanted to know the stories behind the clays, because we got 2 clays here. And what they told me was, as far as formulas go, there was really only one major change, and that was the addition of aloe juice, which is extremely nourishing to the hair and scalp. I thought that was very cool. But other than that, the formulas are all the same, but the names did make a change. They aren't hard to put together though. The clays can be a little bit confusing, but don't worry, Mike's got your back here. I'm going to tell you what's what. The original water-based pomade is now called the all-purpose pomade, and again, besides the aloe added, it is the same formula and same product we know and love. Next, the old styling clay, as we previously knew it, is now known as Texturizing clay, and again, besides that aloe, it too is the same formula. The 3rd product now was previously known to us here as the Summer Pomade that was previously released, and that now is the line's clay pomade, and this is the 3rd and final product that this line currently offers. But now that we got all that figured out, I thought it might be helpful to some people if we just did a quick refresh on the specs, a refresh on what each product offers, what each product is. I thought that might be helpful to some people, so let's go ahead and go through that real quick, starting here with the all-purpose pomade. The First Hand all-purpose pomade is an unorthodox water-based pomade that offers a firm hold with natural to low shine. This is highly regarded as one of the best pomades of this type available, and as I've stated in the past, this one works great for my hair. It's super easy to style with, and it's one of those pomades that you just know is going to produce a great result. Next up is the Texturizing clay. This is a water-based clay, of course, that offers a medium hold with natural matte finish. This clay is also super nourishing and can be used as a pre or post styler. Now I am going to stop everything here for just a second. I want to address that pre or post styler thing with the Texturizing clay. I wanted to just go through this real quick because even this is something that I even just learned about. This is something that I just figured out myself after talking to Felipe. You see, there was some recent reviews and videos posted on this clay, and I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody. Nobody did anything wrong. I think that it just got back to Felipe that most people were using this strictly as a post styler, and so he sent me a message saying that this really needs to be used as both a pre and post styler to get the full effect of the product, and that's how it was designed. It's designed to, in his words, to be both a pre and post styler, and so he wanted me to give that a try, and he wanted me to make sure that I mentioned that here in this video. So let's go ahead and demo this real quick. I'll show you guys how I do it. Starting here with damp hair, of course, we're just going to run the usual pre-styling method of applying a scoop and making sure it gets into the roots all the way. And then of course, we're gonna blow dry. And because this can take a minute, you know, I'm going to fully dry it, full on heat right here. I don't worry about things like heat protectant, but it does take a minute to fully dry my hair. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this for you real quick. And there we have it. The results are awesome. Great volume, great texture. The hold is super nice here. And really, we have a great foundation for style. Of course, we do need to finish it off though, and that's super easy. We're just gonna run one more scoop through there, making sure it gets spread all over, and then I'm just gonna hit it with the comb. And let me tell you, this one practically styles itself. The volume is practically there already on its own from the blow dryer, from the product. It's just, you know, bouncing around. I'm just pushing it around, basically. I'm just using it to my advantage, and here we're left with one hell of a style. And really, I've said it a million times, you can't beat it with a stick. Now let's go ahead and finish up the line specs here with the clay pomade. This also is a water-based clay, of course, and it offers a firm hold with matte finish. This really is one of the most user-friendly clay pomades that I think I've come across in my time reviewing. It applies super nice, it's really responsive to the comb, it's easy to style with, and I always end up with a great style every time I use it. Now, really, when we break it all down, this is honestly, I think, one of the most well-executed lines in the homebrewing community, and that's not hype. That's just based on my opinion, based on my experience with the brand. I've used all three of these products extensively, and I'll tell you, they all three work great, and it's not often that we come across a line where all the products work equally as well. You usually, you know, you find one that works well and other ones may work okay, you know, but you always end up with, you know, one that stands out. In this line, all three of them honestly just work fantastic. So many people have been enjoying their products and their message behind it. Actually, the message behind the brand to me is just as good as the product. It's been incredible to see this brand grow from when I first encountered them to where they are now. For those that don't know too, as far as these jars, they are 3 ounces, and going back to the message of the brand, each one of these new jars is made of a recycled milk jug. So 1 jar equals 1 milk jug. To me, that's really cool. I think it's not only different, but it's also serving a great cause, and I think we can all get behind that as product lovers and product users, and I guess humans. You know, we can all get behind it as humans that care for the planet. I also wanted to mention to you guys that Firsthand has graciously offered my subscribers a discount on their products, which will be in this video and actually every video going forward. So make sure you use that on your next order. Also, for those that didn't know, you can actually find these products at the Slikhaarshop. This is especially helpful for you guys outside the US, you know, with that crazy shipping and all the stuff you guys have to deal with. It's definitely a struggle. I know, I hear about it all the time, but you can find these products there at the Slikhaarshop. You guys can get some easier shipping. They serve the entire world, so I think that's awesome. That's why I mentioned it. I also have a discount code for you guys on that site. It's good site-wide, so if you ever need to find that, it is inside every video, along with a whole list of other brands too. If you ever need a discount, and the ones I have are always in the description of every video. But that is it for today's episode of Brand Showcase. I plan to feature these guys again in the future for sure. I'm a big fan of what they're doing, and of course the stuff they make. And if you enjoyed this look at Firsthand Supply, let me know in the comment section and by tapping that like button. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you should do that right now. It's a great time to hit the button, so make sure you do that. And as always, you guys take it easy. I'll see you next time.